Joining me now is the woman you just heard from there, statistician Dr. Liberty Vittert, professor at Washington University in St. Louis and feature editor for Harvard Data Science Review. Liberty, it's good to have you this morning. Again, you testified during that Senate hearing countering Senator Bernie Sanders. You say this 32-hour work week proposal is flawed.
Look, the whole idea is that we've become more efficient and more productive. That's Senator Sanders' idea. And so we should have less time, we should be paid the same amount of money, but work less time. But we've been becoming more efficient and producing more since we came out of the cave. We created fire, we created the wheel. And if we just stopped when we created fire, we'd still be sitting around the fire. So the concept of America and humanity of growing and moving forward is that we keep going as we become more productive and more efficient and make a better society.
The other point that you made during that hearing that I found interesting is that if you do change the work week down to 32 hours, that becomes the norm, right? And then that's our level of happiness. And then we want less after that.
Exactly. There's this sugar rush that comes from having this extra time. It's like when COVID first hit and everybody was at home, we're all baking sourdough bread and doing stuff. And then after a couple months, everyone's just lying in their bed watching TV shows longer. So
I didn't do that, Liberty. I don't know about you.
No, I'm sure
not
you didn't,
guilty.
I was very guilty of that. And so I think what you see in these longer term studies, not the short term ones, but the longer term ones, is that your happiness or stress levels just go back to what they were before. That becomes the new normal for you.
Yeah, it totally makes sense. Senator Sanders making the point, at that mic that France is the 7th largest economy in the world. They currently operate on a 35-hour work week. They're also considering a 32-hour work week. He also mentioned, other countries doing the same. He brought up Norway, Denmark. If it's successful there, why not here?
So there's enormous governmental bailouts for stuff like this, and it's not in all sectors. So, for example, a study was done in Iceland, and they've adopted it for a 36-hour work week. But now the government has to shell out an extra $30 million every year to hire new healthcare workers in sectors. So there's enormous governmental money that goes into something like this. We just don't have the money to do that right now. And if we mandated across the entire U.S. economy to make a 32-hour work week, I think that would be the end of the U.S. economy.
Yeah. And speaking of the economy, if this were passed, let's just play hypotheticals here. Who wins and who loses?
I mean, that's the whole thing that I think is so elitist about this and so shocking that Senator Sanders is the one pushing it, is that the companies that can adapt to a 32-hour work week are usually companies where people can go remote, people work at a desk, work on a computer, whereas the ones that can't are assembly line jobs where people are working with their hands. So those companies are going to be incentivized to hire part-time workers, people working 20 hours a week, that they only have to pay 20 hours a week, and they don't have to pay benefits to. And so the poor are going to have 4 part-time jobs to make ends meet.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I mean, all these companies cutting corners regarding benefits, especially for health insurance. Technology has allowed, to your point earlier, for some flexibility and customizing that work-life balance that I think is elusive, but everybody is always striving for. More people can work from home. Is a shorter work week eventually just inevitable? Will we see this happen at some point?
I'm not sure. A lot of the tech advances that people are talking about, and there may be ones way beyond that we're not even talking about yet, a lot of those have happened in places like China in terms of assembly line pushes and new AI advances, but they're still working just as hard. And I think we have to also remember, if our adversaries are working just as hard or a lot harder, what does that mean for us if we go to shorter work time?
Yeah, well, a lot of people certainly following this, a lot of people on board with it, and a lot of people echo your same sentiments as well. Liberty Vittert, I know you've had a busy week, so thanks for hopping on early with me.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.